My name is Herbert Holden, and I am the Vice President of Herb Holden Trucking of East Windsor, Connecticut. I'm a second-generation family business owner, and we have been in continuous operation since 1961. We operate 18 commercial vehicles throughout New England. Our fleet is comprised of 10 dump trucks and 8 tractor-trailers. We move aggregate materials and construction equipment on lowboys and flatbeds to construction projects throughout Connecticut and New England. I am grateful for the opportunity to submit testimony in support of HB 5290 because it would relieve a costly and burdensome new tax. This tax will have an impact on my bottom line at a time when increasing costs such as fuel and labor are making it very difficult for me to operate my business. In the month of January, which is our slowest month of the year for our industry, my business incurred a $4,057 highway use tax fee. As we get busier, this number will climb to $7,000 a month based on last year's mileages. So it's fair to estimate that my small business will have an annual obligation of over $70,000 to the state highway use tax fund. That's equivalent to one truck driver's annual salary. How does the state expect a small business to grow with that kind of exorbitant and grossly biased tax? That isn't to say that trucks don't cause some level of damage to the road, and the state has been actively charging trucking companies for years through the annual registrations, overweight permits, and the diesel tax to make up for those differences. Is this committee aware of the cost to register a dump truck or a tractor trailer in the state of Connecticut? It costs us approximately $2,000 per vehicle to register annually through our IRP. Compare that to the biannual cost to register a pickup truck or a van or SUV, which is less than $300. On top of the registration fee, we purchase oversized overweight permits. That's an additional $700 to $1,200 per vehicle, depending on weight ratings. This year, to register my 18 trucks, it will cost approximately $36,000 for annual registrations. And additionally, I expect to spend $14,000 to purchase overweight, oversized permits. So in total, this is approximately $50,000 just to operate a fleet of 18 trucks in the state of Connecticut. Where does that money go? If I was a courier business that had a fleet of 18 Sprinter vans, I wouldn't spend more than $5,500 on registrations. Yet here I am paying 10 times that price just to do business in the state. My company will purchase 220,000 gallons of fuel annually at 45 cents a gallon state tax rate. That's also another contribution of $99,000 to the state's transportation fund. On top of that, we have the 2290s that cost me $9,900, the unified carrier registration at $1,200. I buy 150 tires a year to support my fleet, which the state gets sales tax and federal excise tax at a tune of $11,000. Where does the money go? Herb Holden Trucking contributed $170,000 in total in registrations and taxes in 2022, operating 18 trucks. Can I summate?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, with alacrity.
Yeah, I will. Thank you. I would just like to finish with, I asked this panel to think about how they expect a trucking company to survive with a tax that adds another $70,000 to its annual state obligations. I can't absorb it, so I have to pass it on to my customer. My largest customer happens to be the state of Connecticut. I recently worked on the I-84 project, and where we were hauling off 20,000 yards of clay from the highway project. That cost would have been $7.35 a load just in this highway use tax. That's adding another $10,000 just for that project. That's just my portion of a multi-million-dollar project, not including the concrete, the asphalt, and the other aggregate materials are hauled into the state. I stand in support of HB 5290. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any questions for Mr. Holden? Representative Cheeseman.
Thank you. Thank you for coming here today. And you mentioned, obviously, the amount you pay in fees and registrations and taxes to the state. I presume, so you're in Windsor?
East Windsor.
East Windsor. So I presume in the town of East Windsor, you're also contributing significantly to the local property tax base.
100%, yes. We also manufacture a lot of our own aggregate materials, so we have hundreds of pieces of heavy construction equipment that's also taxed, but along with our 18 trucks, yes.
So the state and the local municipality are doing very well out of you at the moment.
I would think so.
Yes. And this would be a significant increase to your bottom line.
It's a 40% increase in what we're currently giving to the state already.
I think a 40% tax increase sounds like a lot to me. So thank you. Thank you for your testimony today.
Thank you.